Hello everybody. It is 4:06. Yesterday's vlog was, or video entry was done at 7 because I woke up late. This time, I'm up at 4. Actually, I was already awake. So, let's do a recap of yesterday like we normally do. So, yesterday, nothing really eventful happened. We worked on the wooden bong yesterday, right? And we got the bong itself working and not working, but sealed. Everything is nice and non-full of holes, and it has screws in it to stop things from coming up. So there's 2 screws going this way, and then 2 screws going this way. So 2 going this way that overlap each other, and then there's 2 going this way, and they were supposed to overlap each other, but ended up doing that. So, but they're still 4, so nothing really can get through. But the only thing we have left to do is the bowl, and that's being made out of oak. So it's gonna be so we're gonna stain it, right? And so the bong itself is gonna be a dark brown, but the bowl is gonna be a white oak. And we're gonna have to replace that, but not for a long time. Probably for like a year. We'll use it for a year, and then we'll have to replace it or something. That's what I'm told, at least. So there's that, and then I just got really high. That was it. So, yeah, that's all that happened yesterday. Nothing really eventful. My mom and sister went. Excuse me. Sorry, my sister and my mom went out on a girls' night out, or girls' day out, and got their nails done. And so that happened. Their nails look really nice though. My sister got a bright orange, I think, which it looks off, but it doesn't look bad. It just looks off. Not bad though. So that's all that happened yesterday. So I've been just I went to sleep at 8, maybe 9 is what I officially clocked out. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on. My body's killing me. It's so I went to bed at 8, right? And then I woke up at around 2. And then I fell asleep with my clothes on. My pants were on, my shirt was on. The only thing I had lost while I passed out was my bandana, and my phone had died. And so I plugged it in, started watching videos until 4, where I paused and started doing this. But when I woke up, my chest area hurt. Trying to remember. My chest area hurt a bit. And I guess my throat. But it didn't. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what happened. let's see. I'm trying to think of things to talk about, but because yesterday was so uneventful, I didn't really do much. I just kind of sat around. We waited for my sister and my mom to get home. I can't think of anything. See, this is why I want to also start doing video entries at 3, which is when I get home from school. Because this time, I'm half asleep. I got nothing on my mind. It's just like, puppies. But if I do it at 3, things have happened. I've had time to contemplate, but then I don't have anything to talk about. The next morning, plus I don't want this to turn into a vlogging channel. I still want videos, but videos of me, but I do want to get back into gaming videos, because that's what I originally started with, and that's what I like to do. So my motor skills not working right now. Or my brain function, sorry, not my motor skills. My motor skills are working just... excuse me. My motor skills are working just fine. It's my brain function skills that aren't working. Let's see. Trying. Yeah. Got to think. Sunday. It's Sunday, which means most people are going to church. But I'm not. Mine was supposed to be on Saturday, but we didn't go. Church is weird, man. It is. I didn't even go and it's weird. Like, the people I hang out with, even they say it's weird. It's just, I do sit around for, I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean, I sit around for 2 hours listening to someone talk about Jesus in the Bible, but I don't know, maybe it's whatever religion you grow up. Because I find a lot of religions weird. Some of them are cool. Like, atheists. Atheists are cool. The Covenant of Witches religion. That one's pretty interesting. I don't know about the Satan one. I mean, no, I don't think I could do the Satan one. I could do the Covenant. No, I don't think I could do that one either. I don't know. Trying to think what else to say. Nothing's coming to mind. none of my ideas are coming to mind. Because most of my ideas revolve around the idea I've already talked about, which is the male and female reverse. I've had a few ideas if I ever got to be in an episode of Steven Universe. Ideas for doing stuff with Percy Jackson. Not the movie, because let's be honest, the movie was kind of shit. But the book. Oh, the books are so much better. I think that is the one genre where fan fiction is not really beneficial. Or any adaptations either. Because I started reading some of them, right? And I don't think you could, it sounded weird. Because in the fan fiction, Annabeth's mom, right? Athena, god of wisdom. In the stories, she knows prophecies go awry. She knows she's the god of wisdom. So, she's wise, she understands things. She gets prophecies, right? But in the fan fiction, she didn't. Which was strange. Or Percy got a prophecy and it was weird. It was strange. I couldn't keep up with it. I read I think 3 chapters before I was like, no, this is not gonna work. It's too much. Some areas of fandom, that's what the word I'm looking for. Some fandoms work well, right? Like Undertale. Undertale works brilliantly with fans, because the whole story is there are multiple timelines, there are multiple, you can, not everything's going to be the same every time. It explores the multiverse theory heavily, right? So fans can have a Sans that's a cowboy, or have Sans that's, likes to paint. It works for that. Someone can go, I want to make a Sans that looks like a couch, or everyone's couch. They can do that. But something like Percy Jackson, it doesn't work with fandoms. It's like the author's like, no, this is how stories work. And the fans are like, well, what if this had no, it's not how that works. Which is sad, but sometimes that's just how fandoms have to be. You just have to enjoy what the author puts out and leave it at that. Which is both good and bad. I don't mind making a few Undertale things. I've had ideas for Undertale as well. Having me just kind of pop in. I guess I could talk about the personality thing I've been wanting to do. So I've always had a fascination with split personalities. The two things living inside, well, not living, coexisting as a person inside one body. And so I saw Split, right? Actually, I don't know how I came to this, but Split was definitely a very big influence. And movies such as Split, right? not not the book. There's a book out there that has this doctor. He like splits his personality in two, and it's like good versus evil. No, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like Split. That's like the best example I could give is Split, where there's multiple personalities. So my idea is, so the guy from the um, male female reverse thing, right? He enters this world, as I've explained before, and he kills a queen by the fall damage. He's shot out of this portal thing. I haven't quite decided, and is thrown towards a dying queen. She's on her deathbed. She's old. She's going to die of old age, and then the protagonist, or me in this case, for like a placeholder, comes flying down and just smushes her. It's like a watermelon exploding. Just he lands so fast, her body just goes. But right before he impacts, she transfers her conscience into him. Right, so now she's kind of living inside him, but she takes on his memories. So her real name will never be really explored because she's taking on the persona of. I mean, she still has her personality and everything, but her name has changed from what it was originally to Ainek, because that's who I wanted to be her. Because I like that show. I like My Night. But I've already said that. So her name will be Ainite, and then she'll have certain powers, right? So because she's wise and heavily a very very powerful mage. So before she dies, she's a very powerful wizard, right? She's very wise and she's very calm. She's also very neutral, right? And so her powers would deal with intensified magic, right? That's how that would work. So I would get there. I'd have no magic powers whatsoever, right? I'd be your average Joe. But she would be able to push magic into me. So if I need a high amount, she'd be able to do that. She can also learn moves by studying her opponent. So say I'm going up against a ninja, right? If I let him take a couple hits, I can see how he moves and his strategy, and then she can copy that and I can start doing it. So if I'm like going up against a boxer, I let him hit me a couple times, and then I come in, boom, boom, right? And I keep those. So next time I go up against a different ninja, I still know ninja moves. Or if I go up against like a I'm trying to think like a barbarian, if I go up against a barbarian, I can use the ninja moves that I learned from the ninja and beat the barbarian. And so that's her power. And then I'm gonna go to the Nether or Hell, and then I'm using. So this whole idea is based off of Aphmau's, or not Aphmau's. I keep pronouncing it wrong, but her Minecraft Diary series. That whole lore, right? So instead of Lady Irene being her, I'm gonna make it so that I ended up killing Lady Irene, and Lady Irene now becomes Ainek. But you wouldn't know her original name. That's just who the character is based off of. And so that's who's living inside here, and then we're gonna go to the Nether, and the Shadow King is going to, not the Shadow King. Is it the Shadow King? I forget what she names her. I think it is Shadow King, not the Legion Shadow King, but although that could work. I could. No, we can't. We can't do Shadow King because. So I have to figure out which version I want. There's two versions. There's the one from Aphmau's kind of series, and then there's the Legion one. Each do different things. This one just wants power and is strong, and controls the Nether, controls hell, right? Controls all the demons, everything. The other one is Parasite, and is very mentally strong, and can damage throughout all the land. So I don't know if I want that one or if I want the Minecraft Diary one. So for that, I'm just gonna use his name, but I have to decide which two. So Shadow King possesses me and turns into Dianite, right? Now his is that he's stupid strong. Like Giant could smush him and he's just holding up with his pinky, right? He's just like just holding her up. And it won't hurt him. That's his power, is that he's stupid strong. Like stupidly overpowered strong. I don't want to say Saitama strong from One Punch Man strong, but I'm leaning toward, because see, I can either make all my characters super OP and it's just a show about my life in a new world, but I'm like stupid overpowered. Or I can make it so that I learn the powers and get stronger, but then it becomes like a boxing Rocky sort of thing, which I don't want. So I have to pick a path, but for the most part it's just gonna be little adventures. I know that much. I know it's not gonna be, there's gonna be like a bigger overarching story, but for the most part it's just gonna be like me doing random things. I was talking about the personalities, that's right. And so Dianite will be really, really like stupidly strong. Everything else he's okay in, but he's like stupidly strong. But that's like his only power, right? And then they're going to fall in love and have a kid, and that's going to be a whole different episode for a whole nother day. They're going to have a kid. Now this kid he's not going to be like them, right? He's going to be, first of all, he's going to be yellow. Now, the way you can tell if I'm not me or the character is my eye will glow that bright color of whatever personality I have, and if it's one whole personality, my skin will change that color. But if it's, so let me explain yellow's power first. So white, it'll be white, red, yellow, right? Okay, now yellow, he's a cannibal, and if he eats your heart, then he gains your power. So if you have like if you have like a telekinesis person and he kills you and eats your heart, he becomes telekinesis, right? Or if you can like turn invisible and he kills you and eats your heart, he can turn invisible. And he always keeps the powers, right? And he has another power where he can take two personalities and have them share the same body. Usually he'll do, so his most favored one is his father, which is Dianite, the red dude, and himself, because he's using the strength of Dianite, right, and the speed of himself, so he can like boom and speed away, and he's like as fast as light. He's the reason I chose yellow was because I wanted it to be that speed, the speed of light. He's that fast. Now there are other characters that work just excuse me, just as fast, but it's still he's yellow because he's as fast as the sun. Oh, I need to take a shower. My hair is so oily. Anyway, back to what were we talking about? So he'll be able to like, so it'll be like bright yellow, but my body will be half red, half yellow. And there will be other personalities along the way, like purple, you know, I'll use different colors. And different personalities will do different things. So those are the three main personalities: wisdom, strength, and speed. And those are the ones that are like the main hub of personalities. But it's when I first created this idea, I didn't have anything to base off of, right? But now that I've seen Legion and kind of done a little research onto them, it's kind of like that with personalities. But it's Legion. That's exactly what it is. Having so many personalities is like having a legion inside your head. But the only difference between me and David is I'm not going to have a crappy life. Or my character's not going to have a crappy life, I should say. His mom might be a little rude sometimes, but for the general basis, he will live in a nuclear family. He will, but he'll be a thief. And that'll just be him. But he'll be born into a nuclear family. He'll probably be white and privileged. If it's going to, I don't know. All I know is I want to be the voice actor for him. And I kind of want him to be based around my life. And so, but we'll see. So, what else? Got ideas for mutants. How those work. I don't. It's hard to explain my ideas unless you look at it in scenes from like movies, because that's how I think of them. I like take a scene and see how it plays out, and that's basically what I do for my ideas. I don't go, ooh, this is a good idea. I'm like, okay, how would this play out in a movie? And that's how I decide things as well. Like, I forget when, but my sister was like, hey, I'm gonna make a summer playlist. Tell me if they sound like summer, right? So I'm like, okay. What do you think when you think summertime? Well, I think of barbecues, pool parties, music that you could dance to if you wanted to, but you don't necessarily need to. You don't have to, like, it's not like a disco music where you have to, like, you should get up and dance, and if you don't, it's kind of a little weird. But, right, so I'm like, okay, so play me some. So she'd play me a song, and I'd be like, okay, so camera's panning over a pool party, music in the background is, and if it fit, I was like, alright, I can see it. it's pretty good. And she'd play me another, and I'd be like, no, not really. Mm. And we did that for a couple of songs. There was like, I think out of all the songs she had, I think one didn't fit. Ooh, excuse me, didn't fit. It had a completely different tone, a completely different set of things. It was just a little off. It wasn't a summertime thing. Right. So it was just like, no. She was like, well, I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, alright, what else? So, but that's how I do most of my decisions, especially when it comes to how does something sound. Um, but that's what I've been doing since I've been studying film. But yeah, that's about. I'm a floating head again because I'm leaning back in my seat. All right, hold on. Oh, it gets so cold when you're like late at night. Even if you like have like a lot of clothes, it still gets ridiculously cold for some reason. It could be summertime and you still be freezing cold. I think that's it for now. So, let's see, I did. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I talked about ideas, I talked about my day. I'm not feeling anything in particular to talk about. So, I think that's it. I think I'll turn this off, go back to bed, wake up, and take a shower. Which I need to. I don't. I don't like taking showers on the weekend. I like taking them on the weekdays because I have to get up for school. So it's like, alright, well, I need to smell good for school. I don't want people calling me the stinky kid. It has happened before. I have been called the stinky kid. So I'll get up at like 5, take a shower, and then get ready for school. But now that I'm doing these, I gotta get up at 4, do these, go take a shower at 5. I have such bad acne. Such bad back acne. It's horrible. There's so many blackheads. So many boils as well. Anyway. And that's all. Good day.